Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mitch. Good Saturday morning to you all. Hope you guys are feeling well out there as always and having a great start to your weekend and great start to your Saturday. Got you an update weather-wise on what is likely going to occur for most of the country, as we always do in the morning videos. Sorry I did not drop the evening video last night. Honestly, just had a couple home repairs I had to acknowledge. My house being older, the little things begin to fall apart over time, and it seems like this summer has been literally one or two things a month. So it's been a little bit of a nagging, a little bit of annoyance, but we're getting through it. So there really wasn't a whole lot that changed anyways, but we're actually going to talk about the tropics in this video and give you some updated information. But other than that, dry punch of air moves to the southeast today, kind of enhances, if you will. So we'll talk a little bit about that too, that tropical disturbance, and then a little bit of a severe weather threat in the north central U.S. today. If you guys have not subscribed, certainly consider doing that. Like the video if you like it. Almost midway through August, and there has been nothing to talk about in the tropics, pretty much. And there is a chance, as each day goes by in August, the chances increase that if we're not seeing anything in the long range, who knows, guys? We might get through the entire month of August without another named storm, but confidence is still low on that happening. I mean, I just can't see it, but it's possible. It is. But if you guys got anything that I can pray about, please put in the comments below. It gives me an opportunity to pray over it, and it gives others an opportunity to do so too. Let's get rolling here. Water vapor loop, tall upper ridge going across areas of the Rockies, the central U.S. Now, this ridge isn't pumping out these crazy 105, 110 degree temperatures in this area, but it's still pretty warm in the middle of the country in south central U.S. Upper ridge, short wave, a piece of energy will fire up additional showers and storms a little bit later today and this evening across northern Illinois, portions of eastern Iowa, and then southern Wisconsin. Already got showers ongoing in areas of the Great Lakes region this morning. And then this dry punch of air will actually kind of enhance itself, if you will. I guess you can say that, and actually will surge dry air all the way to the Carolinas today. I mean, dew points might get as low as the upper 40s, which is pretty rare the further south you go. It really is. So we'll see. I can tell you, for portions of the Carolinas in general, it's going to set the stage for a beautiful evening. And then we're watching this tropical disturbance down here. Let's take a look at the Storm Prediction Center. We'll watch this today. There's actually a little bit of a tornado threat with this. A 2% risk of a tornado 25 miles in a given location. But this is a marginal risk. That's it. And you just got a 5% risk of damaging winds and hail 25 miles in any given location in this region. And then there'll be a chance of storms hugging the Gulf Coast where this troughing has not cleared. So you're going to be dealing still with the tropical downpours. It's very hard to get a cold front down here in mid-August. Now, sometimes you'll get some that digs like they're doing right now, and kind of flirts with the idea of giving dry air to areas further south, but doesn't quite fully push all the way through. And that's kind of the case with this one. But pretty quiet as far as watches and warnings. Of course, you got your flooding issues just with the kind of the monsoon season still ongoing, so we need to watch out for that. It doesn't take much rain out here because it's really dry, especially in the southwest. You guys know all that too well, so we'll watch for that today. Satellite here checking out what is going on in the western Gulf of Mexico. Pretty much the model said that this was going to diminish as something we call diurnal minimum occurs in the evenings, where you have some weakening in convection, especially with these small systems. But something called Dmax, diurnal maximum, which happens in the mornings. We'll talk more about what exactly that means when it's needed, but I don't think there's no point in going down the loophole with that here right now. But anyways, it's just a period of enhanced convection that forms right when the sun's coming up. But, I mean, you check this out. You got some convection bubbling up. This will try to get going sometime today. There's a little bit of a circulation out here, but this is just what you call a 98L. This is an invest. It's not a depression. It doesn't have a cone of uncertainty to it. But this will continue to try to develop today and try to move. It will move regardless of development, and give areas of the far southern regions of Texas a good bit of rain. Still just a 10% chance of development within the next 48 hours. So not expecting this has not increased from around this time yesterday. But, we look at what's going on here. We'll start this off around this morning. And we'll roll through the next few hours, getting into this afternoon. This is a nice big blob of convection. You're going to get some showers and storms that kind of push into areas even as far north as Houston, even the western coastline of Louisiana. But I really think as we get, and this is getting into this evening, into overnight, I think diurnal minimum, which will cause weakening of convection. And then right when the sun comes up tomorrow, I think we'll get some rapid development of a lot of convection, showers, and storms. And this will try to get going right before it makes landfall. But in general, this will just be a nice looking spin on radar as it moves into southern Texas tomorrow and brings a ton of tropical moisture. I mean, I think as much as maybe 2 to 5 inches can fall in these areas. But there's going to be a tight cutoff right up there near San Antonio. You know, areas like San Antonio points north will likely see hardly no rain. There's going to be a tight cutoff in convection. And here it is, San Antonio right here in this region, give or take a county. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what county it is. I'm just trying to use my knowledge on where I think San Antonio is on the map without it showing any cities, but I'm pretty sure it's right around this area. But you notice, you don't have to go far south. Corpus Christi, I think you guys could see a few inches of rain very quickly. And I just think it's going to be a lot of rain in the southern tip of Texas, probably over the next, especially 24 to 36 hours. So I know you guys need the rain down here too, and I think y'all are going to get it. And you're going to get a lot within a 48-hour time period. So expect that. The rest of the southeast, honestly, the rest of the country, besides the severe weather threat I'm going to talk to you about, pretty quiet. The trough pushes all energy kind of off the coast of the southeast. So the only areas where you're going to see showers and storms is along the immediate Gulf shoreline and then the peninsula of Florida, where we just do not have any kind of clearing of cold fronts this time of the year. So you're still going to get a lot of tropical moisture down here. And there might be a little bit of a flooding threat. Normally right along when you have where showers and storms form along a very slow sagging cold front or just stalled out cold front, you get a flooding issue. It happened here in the Midlands of South Carolina yesterday, where the storms were just kind of moving more so, I would say, west to east and kind of going over the same areas. And, a little bit of a flooding risk ended up happening. Nothing too crazy, just a localized flooding event that didn't really, it wasn't that big of a deal, but it just goes to show you that these tropical downpours could form along and just south of frontal boundaries. Nice day. The further west you get, the hotter it gets, just where this upper trough really isn't affecting the weather. But a nice day in the Carolinas. I think it'll get a little bit warmer than what you're showing in, for example, in South Carolina and Georgia. I think we'll clip 90 today. But dry air will surge through some areas right into here. We'll show you that here in a second. And it will just not feel that bad. It really won't. It's still swimming weather. It's not cold enough to where you can't swim. Nothing like that. But it'll be nice. It's not going to be annoyingly humid today at all. Here, this is going to show it well. Sometime around probably mid to late morning, dry air will surge all the way down into even Georgia today. So dew point's pretty low. This is, the HRRR model around 4 or 5 p.m. this afternoon. I mean, you even got lower humidity down to Birmingham, northern Mississippi, all the way to Memphis, even a pocket of dry air into Arkansas. So the humidity will lessen for a lot of the southeast. And this will set the stage for a really nice evening. Now, humidity will creep back in, probably, and this happens a lot when you just have an upper trough, the humidity tries to rise overnight. But in general, this will set the stage for some cooler temperatures tomorrow morning and for the southeast. I think more widespread areas will probably see a little bit more cooler temperatures. But areas in and around Raleigh, for example, waking up to some isolated areas in some upper 50s. It's just an example for a southern city that's waking up pretty nice this morning. Even in my neck of the woods, it got down to 67 here in the Midlands of South Carolina, so very nice. For the northeast, the only thing you really can discuss here is just an area of rain, maybe even some storm activity in Michigan a little bit later today. This will try to sneak into Ohio, maybe northern Indiana, maybe some showers into Ohio a little bit later this evening. So you'll notice the uptick in cloud cover in Ohio throughout the evening for sure. Temperatures beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful temperatures. This pocket of cooler air right here with the cloud covers and the rain will probably keep temperatures down in Michigan. But the dew point's kind of low. It allows what you call evaporative cooling to occur, and allows for cooling when the rain starts to fall. So it actually be a little nippy out there in Michigan today. Parts of Michigan where the rain and cloud cover are. But Where you got, no rain, beautiful 70s and the 80s with low humidity in the entire northeast and mid-Atlantic. Beautiful weather today. Pretty hot for the south central U.S. Temperatures well into the 90s, maybe a 100-degree reading or two, maybe in Kansas or really anywhere in the south central U.S. But you got a little bit of dry air around. The humidity isn't too bad, but still pretty hot for you folks. North central U.S. will watch for some severe weather today. This little piece of energy swinging through, and then sometime probably, that's not what I meant to click, probably around, late this afternoon, this evening, some severe storms are certainly possible in this part of the country for sure. So we'll watch out for that. But other than that, not a whole lot going on. Temperatures, the upper trough is shifting well to the east, so you're starting to warm back up for, even Minnesota, the Dakotas certainly, and then even Iowa. Heating is beginning to kind of reoccur here in this area as the upper ridge kind of inches in. This upper trough kind of moves out. So a little bit warmer of a day. Except if you're in, far northern Wisconsin, the UP and Michigan in general, these areas will have some cloudy kind of conditions with some rains. So to kind of keep you guys a little bit cool today. But that's all I got, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll have you an update this evening, I promise, unless an emergency occurs. But we'll just talk about some things. Try to figure out what's going on for the second half of August. God bless all y'all. Have a great Saturday.